Welcome, everyone. We're here again for another Thursday for our Biz Chat. And what an amazing time we've been having on Thursdays. So over the last 90 days, we've been in this program to grow our businesses, to grow our minds, and to build friendships and relationships so that we can help each other grow. And I am so happy to have gotten to know these people. So my name's Nicole. I am from Wollongong in Australia, and I've been a digital business owner for 5 years. And I am joined here with Alpa. Alpa, say hi to everyone.
Hi everyone, Bulla from Fiji.
Bulla from Fiji. And how long have you been a business owner?
I've been in this business for about a year now.
Woohoo! Let's celebrate a year. That's exciting.
Yep. It is.
And Sukhmid, please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone. I'm Sukhmeet. I'm currently in Melbourne, Australia, and originally I am from India. I am in the business since last year, I would say, and in Melbourne, I work in the education sector. Yeah.
I love it. And so over the last 90 days, I have had the privilege of meeting with these two wonderful women almost every single week. And then there's been like a group of other people as well that we've been catching up with and talking, getting to know each other. So I like jumping online and just asking random questions so that you get to know them as much as I do. So Alpa, I'm going to ask you first. Tell me one thing that you've gotten from starting your business 12 months ago.
Sorry, Nicole, can you repeat the question?
What's one benefit of you starting your business?
Okay, there are many benefits, but because you said one, I'll speak on the one that I like the most. That's the change in my mindset, the shift that I have experienced ever since I started this business, the positive mindset. So even though there's, regardless of what the situation is, I've learned to see a positive aspect of the whole situation.
Yep, I
So
love
even though I see the success or not, I'm able to revert back to that positive mindset. And because our business is such that we have a very supportive community, so you're able to reach out to your colleagues, your business partners, your mentor, or your coach, or in this case, my accountability partners like you, Sugmeet, and other members who are not here today. Then we have tools available in terms of online training that has got videos relating to your mindset. That has been really helpful.
I love
that is one thing I love about this business, that I've been able to change my mindset, and not just in this business, but also in my profession as well as my life.
Yeah, that's cool. I love that it's not just about business, like your mindset. It's actually helped you in your everyday life. So in your workplace, in your home, like that's really cool. And like, just tell me about your home. Like, so what sort of work are you doing, and like who do you see on a weekly basis?
Okay, so I work in travel industry for the past 25 years. So with the type of profession, I'm on standby 24/7 in case there's a flight cancellation or any sort of issue whereby passengers are stranded or affected in any way. Then we have to step in regardless of the time. Right? It could be any time of the day or night or weekend. Yeah. So that's the lifestyle I've been having in terms of my work for the past 25 years.
Yep. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Now, Sukhmid, you said you are working like in education. So what does your week look like when you are working You got your work, your family, your community, your business. Like, tell me what a typical week looks like for you.
So I have been working full time from a long time. However, from last to last year, I moved to part time hours, and I am mother of two kids, and then I have to have the work life balance as well. However, when you reduce the hours, then obviously your income also gets reduced. So you definitely start finding plan B, and there has to be other options. So I was
Mhm.
so thankful that I was able to grasp this opportunity. And with the digital marketing business now, I am going to work and I have reduced my hours, as I said earlier. So I usually drop my daughter to school and go to work. Only one day I'm busy with the after hours meetings and the trainings. Rest
Mhm.
4 days, I'm dropping my daughter to school and picking her up. So that's something. Uh, that's like a success to me, I would say, being there for the children most of the
Yeah.
time. And then when I come back, then I'm there to spend time with her. And after we had a little bit of chat, because she's very talkative, she would like to tell me everything that happened in the school. And then once she gets busy with her own time, then I am able to give the rest of the evening to my digital business. So
Nice.
it's like during the day I'm at work, during the evening, or according to my own schedule, I do my trainings of the digital business that I'm doing. I have my calls, like right now we are on the call. And during the weekends, I try giving more time to the family. It could be family outing or just a dinner. So trying to balance out all the aspects of family time, as well as the financial time as well, trying to do the two different jobs and trying to generate income as well. So that's basically the week, like, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I get that. Like, I love the fact that you just said, I get to take my daughter to school and pick her up, and that's something you couldn't do. Like, for myself, I was a sole parent, and I would be taking my son to before school care. I would go work at the university, and then I would be rushing to after school care to pick him up before I would get fined if I would be too
Yeah.
late.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then, you know, it'd be 6:15, and then have to cook dinner, and like the day would, like, everything just rolled on, and like I really um had to be really mindful on weekends to make sure I spent time with him. And like, I get that. Whereas now he's grown up, which is great, but I now get to take him to university, and I love it so much because I couldn't do that. I wasn't there for those sort of younger years. And I think there's a lot of people that would really relate to what we're talking about now.
Yeah, and
But
just
also
add on
now,
to that,
the
Nicole,
change.
I think they need us, the children need us at like all stages of life. As you mentioned, that during their primary school, it's like aftercare, before care, that takes away our time. And I feel like there is a huge gap between my daughter and my son. My son is in year 12 now. And with
Yeah,
him, it's not that kind of time that I would need. He's independent. However, at the teenager stage, again there is a need to spend time with the children because they are starting uni, and there is they're moving chapter of life. So I would say uh, time with the children is a basic requirement at all stages. But if you're
yeah.
stuck with 9 to 5 all 6 days and 40 hours a week, then that time is like it's hard to take
Yeah.
out time, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the role I had too, like, it was an executive role. So it's like it was a lot more than 40 hours a week. Let's just say that. Whereas now I run my businesses, I work with a client, but I have that flexibility. I run events, and I run this business, and
Mm.
it gives me that flexibility I desire, and which I've actually designed myself. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm just going to say a big hello. We have Leanne Hearn watching. Hi, Lee. So Leanne is actually a digital business owner. She's been in the business for 7 years, and she is the reason that I started my business. And honestly, if we're talking about seeing people build their confidence and their self-esteem and understand who they really are, Leanne is like the picture that you put up on the wall and go, I want to be like her. Like she is someone that's really inspiring. Great. Now we also have a couple of other people watching today. So we're going to say hello, and hi, Richard. Thank you so much for joining us. And I just want to say, Leanne has also said she still loves this business 7 years later. Like, I don't know. How many people say they love their job 7 years later? Realistically, there's not a lot. Oh, there probably is. Yeah, I just don't hear about it very often. So, for myself and what my sort of days look like, I do tend to get up, I check out my business, and I have a look at what other people are doing and seeing if I can sort of help people with things when I sort of wake up. So probably between, 7 and 8, I'm sort of looking at my business. Then I'm getting ready for work and doing my day job. I finish that. Then I will often chat to people who are interested in their business. And then, do you know what? Most of the time I go and hang out with my son, or actually a lot of the time we're chilling out, watching Netflix or something like that. And then there's days where I have meetings, like today we've had a meeting and then we're jumping here on live. I do like to talk to people every day, and I do like to learn something new every day. So that's what I put into like my sort of business. And for me, being surrounded by people is what helps to keep my mindset really positive. And yeah, I love it. If there's people watching Alpa, like, why don't you tell people how you started and why you started, like that actual moment that you not only watched a webinar, but that moment when you go, actually, yes, I would like to get more information. And with our business, you watch a webinar, you pay $149 to find out even more. Like, what was the moment for you like?
Okay, so when I came across this opportunity while scrolling my phone one evening, at first I thought, okay, this must be a scam. So I accidentally pressed on that button. It ran in the message, and my mentor was awake, so she started messaging me, and then she sent me the webinar. So I thought, okay, it's late. I'll watch it next day. Thinking that it's not genuine. And then I was like, okay, let me give it a try. So I watched the webinar. I was quite impressed because the webinar itself was informative. And then I did a bit of my due diligence. And what I liked was paying that $149 was actually, it's 30 days refundable. So you have 30 days to explore the whole platform. And it gives you all the information A to Z.
Yeah.
What products we're looking at, what sort of package there is, what sort of commission you're looking at, everything. So that was very impressive to me.
That's nice.
That
But
really
what were you
impressive
feeling? When you clicked, even before going further and finding information, that when you clicked on that button and you got like your FPOS card or credit card out and you go, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to invest in myself. Right. What were you feeling at that moment?
I was feeling, I really felt that this is something which is not a scam. And this is something where I could move forward with. It's a long-term game. Yeah. So I went in with that mindset that I'm going to explore. I'm going to take my time to explore the platform, ask as many questions as I would want to with my mentor, because you know how you are in touch with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I did all my due diligence. I asked so many questions. And, before
And
I
here you
went
are.
in for a coach call, I was like, okay, I knew what my options were,
Yeah, I love it. I love
So
it.
the platform really gives you that information and the time frame it has,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so
I love it.
that was
And
one thing that I really liked.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Sukhmeet, do you remember that moment when you clicked and said, yes, I want to find out more information, or yes, I want to get
Yeah.
started?
Yes, definitely, Nicole, because my logic was clear that I have to make a decision. There are only two options: either I'm joining or I'm not joining. But then, for both the options, like on what basis am I deciding? So my logic was more on like my decision is based on what facts that I discovered. So I thought there is definitely necessity for me to get the whole picture and only decide. And then
Yeah.
I knew it was refundable, and it's clearly shown that the money is not wasted. In case you don't proceed, you get it back. So I knew there is nothing to lose. However, the way I decided to actually pay the USD 149 to get the information is because and that's what I want to give message to the people who are actually listening and watching us. Sometimes we are thinking too much about US dollar 149 that we do not actually grab the opportunity. But when I took this bold step to pay US 149, my calculation was based on the fact that if we go to shopping centers and then the kids just pick up anything, US dollar 149 is just weekly or fortnightly out of budget that we are paying in. And sometimes we just say, oh, we don't need it, but we end up paying. And then anything, you step out of the house, you spend this money, and then you don't even count. So my question was, such a long term success and such a growth in the business is more important, or even if I lose, like I was open, let's say I say I know it's refundable, but let's say if I
Mhm.
lose it, is it such a big amount of money if I'm comparing it to the return that is being shown? Then I
Yeah.
was like, okay, if I lose it, I lose it. But what if this 149 gives me a gateway, a pathway
Yeah.
to a long term life ahead? So I was like, okay. And that's how I just
Yeah.
decided to proceed.
Nice. Nice. You two are so logical. Very logical. Very logical. I
Just to
remember
add
the exact
something,
moment. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Sorry, Nick. Just to add something further to what Sukhmeet said, like how she said you end up spending, in the shopping
Mhm.
mall with kids, right? Like how sometimes you go out for dinner, right? Weekly dinner, for example. So
Exactly.
I mean, you are paying that much anyway.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
149 is really a very reasonable amount,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is.
which
But you're also
you either get.
investing in yourself, right?
Yes, exactly.
And
That's your investment. Yeah.
yeah,
And it's a
yeah,
one-time investment, right?
yeah,
Yes.
To get
it
into the
is.
system. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I remember the exact moment that I decided I was going to become a business owner. It wasn't even I'm going to pay 149. It was that I am going to become a business owner. So I'm with you, Alpa. I thought it was a scam. I thought my lovely friend Leanne was caught up in something, and she knows it. I'm like, yeah, you do, you boo. That's great. That's great. But I had actually gone for an interview for a different role, and I thought, how on earth am I going to fit this in? Because my son's so sick, and I needed flexibility, and there was no way I was going to get that flexibility. And I felt sick, and then I remembered Leanne had sent me the link for a like to watch a webinar. So I'm like, I'm going to search my emails and find it. And it was months. She'd sent it to me months ahead. And
Oh,
it was 11 o'clock at night. And I watched it. And in the first couple of minutes, I was like, I think I can do this. by the end of the 90-minute webinar, I'm like, oh my God, I think I would be really good at this. And like, I'm still here. It's almost 6 years on. And I love it beyond anything else. I was actually meant to see Leanne the next day. So I didn't click on buy now. I held on to wait until I saw her, and then her daughter was sick the next day. And so I couldn't do that. So I video called her and did it online while she was there. But she was so excited. We lived at the time half an hour away. I am sure that I could hear her screaming and jumping up and down all the way from Rouse Hill to North Rocks. It was exciting. So for me, not only was there the logic of me doing something, but it was very much that heart, that God moment that it's like, this is time. This is the time to start this. And so that's why I wanted to know how you guys started. And for anyone that's watching, hang on, I'm just gonna show you this. Leanne was all the way at school off in the morning. Just so excited. But anyone else that's watching, if you're on anyone's page, send us a message if you actually want to see a webinar that's similar to the one that we watched. And if you want to know any more information, because we love showing people this business. For some people, it's not what you're after. But for other people, it's an opportunity you didn't even know existed. And it actually could be something that inspires you. So please reach out to any of us, and we would love to chat with you. And on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much, ladies. Thanks for jumping on live with me for the last 90 days. And, we may get some bonus interviews in the next few months as well. So I will say thanks very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. See you.
Good night.